Hey, welcome to day 30 of the 45-day Mind Mastery 101 course from Mind Hacking Happiness. This is the Mind Hacking Happiness podcast. We're putting this course out for free. It's usually $1,000, but here it is for free. You can take this course and become a mind master. Now, if you'd like to have ultimate access to this course, go to mindhackinghappiness.com, sign up for the course there, put your name in the hat in the forums to say XYZ sent me. You will be entered and they will be entered for a free $100 gift card drawing at the end. Hope things are well. Here's day 30. Hey guys, welcome to day 30 of our 45-day Mind Mastery 101, where today we're going to wrap up our discussion about anger and discuss conquering anger. I know conquering's kind of a weird word, but we're talking about reducing our anger and reducing our reactivity when anger arises within our mind, because if you remember, I believe it was the Buddha who said, if you are patient in one moment of anger, you'll escape 100 days of sorrow. And there's nothing truer than that statement about anger. So let's get right into it. Watching your anger, understanding it gives you a better control of it. Seeing your future anger equals preparation for it and anticipation of it, which reduces the reaction that you will have moving into the future with your anger. Putting a meta-awareness around your anger equals a calmer mind, and over time, this becomes more automatic with the plasticity of the brain, which changes to help you do the things that you want to do. When they say, hey, okay, we get it, we understand what you want to do, we're going to take this down to a subconscious level. And you no longer have to think about it. Just like if you're playing piano, one of those days comes where you don't have to think about it anymore. You just kind of play the music. Or if you're shooting a basketball, if you're Michael Jordan or LeBron James, all of a sudden it just becomes automatic. Muscle memory, quote unquote, takes over. Well, that's the subconscious. That's not muscle memory. That's the subconscious, basically taking control of the actions of your body. And you say, hey, I want to go ahead and shoot this ball right now. And your body just goes, whoosh, nothing but net, right? It's the subconscious mind taking over the actions of the conscious mind after a while, and when you get your 10,000 hours in, you're a master of it because it happens automatically. Boom. That easy, right? Okay, so it also happens with controlling our emotions, controlling our mind, and understanding how our mind works. So plasticity changes the brain. The more you do something, the easier it gets to do without thinking about it. And thus, when we're talking about anger, works the same way, baby. Anger arises when the mind perceives an attack on self, and of course we can see our individual self items as potential opportunities for anger. If something attacks your idea about XYZ, if something attacks the idea that you have that your head coach of your favorite sports team needs to be replaced, and somebody comes along and says, oh, he's a great coach, that makes you angry. Why? Because it's attacking that idea that you have in your mind that becomes a portion of your sense of self. It's that simple. That simple. It gets down very granular, right? It can be very minuscule, like, I don't believe that ant should be stepped on, and somebody comes over and steps on the ant, and you're like, asshole, right? It can be very small in detail of the things that you get attached to as a portion of your sense of self, but anything that comes in and attacks your sense of self, boom, anger arises, right? So, and the power level, of course, is determined by how close you are attached to that item on your self map and the perception power level as well, which then brings up the multiple levels of anger, which we can delineate into 5 levels, or we can delineate into 15 levels. It doesn't really matter, but these are the 5 levels that we've identified that are somewhat congruent with the levels that the Ekmans put up with their atlas of emotions. So the basic separation of identifying the anger in your mind over time distances you from your mind, distances you from the anger, distances you from the response that your mind gives you about whatever it is that is annoying you for the moment. And so it reduces the amount of control that your emotion has over you and puts that emotion more in control of you, because now you're watching it from afar and you can adjust the things that are creating the anger in the first place. You can adjust your expectation or preference by moving things farther off your center of your self map or totally off your map together. You can alter your expectations by saying, I'm gonna get angry about this. And or you can alter your perceptions about things and say, well, that's not really an attack, or you know what, that source of that attack really isn't that credible. And everybody's got an opinion. and they're like anuses, right? That big saying. Everybody has one, and they all stink. Okay, so reducing your anger over time, well, practicing this separation from your anger in the multiple ways at which we just spoke about creates a plastic effect, which makes separation from your anger more automatic over time, and eventually that equals you having a chillness Jedi Zen effect of never being upset by anything that happens, because you know that it's a lot of subjectivity going on from the attack itself, from your perception of the attack, the fact that you've handled anger so many times successfully over the last X number of hours or years by that time, and nothing really can rock your boat anymore. It's an amazing place to be, and you will get there if you practice this stuff, because plasticity makes it certain that you will get there. Now, reducing the limbic system activity keeps your thinking brain turned on, so you don't lose your 10 to 20 IQ points associated when high anger arises, so that you can think your way out of a situation or an argument or an issue or an event that occurs. This also increases your emotion quotient, your EQ, which, again, the Harvard Business Review calls the most important thing, the most important variable of success. And citing that recent study again, that 94% of emotionally intelligent folks outperform their non-emotionally intelligent peers. This is going to help you in the world as you look at increasing your income, or that type of thing. So, and as you put your anger on the leash, then your anger can no longer have you on the leash. And the lasting effect, of course, is a great graphic over there on the right-hand side that I custom did myself. And again, I am available for building these awesome graphics. I wouldn't suggest it, though. Homework. We're going to take a couple days of a break to give you a breather so that you can be one with your anger and gain control of it. Meditate twice for the next couple of days, 20 minutes per day. Set a timer. Set a timer. You can use a meditation app if you want on your phone or your iPad or your electronic device, whatever you have. But set a timer, do 20 minutes at least. If you want to bump it up to 30, that's fine. If you want to bump it up to an hour, if you think you can do that, awesome, do it. Because the longer you practice, the better you're going to be at being able to control your mind, controlling your focus, dumping yourself into a meta-awareness. And don't forget, meditation puts you into meta-awareness. It's one of those ancient disciplines that is designed to put you into meta-awareness so that you may take control of your mind. This is not a new science. This science is well over 5,000 years old. Okay, we're just giving you a brand new way with the science-backed studies to show you that it really works in large groups of people, and it's going to work for you if you exercise this stuff. Of course, you know that by now because you're seeing your mind in a clarity that you never thought was possible in comparison to when you started this course, and you're seeing the results already. I know. I've been there. I did this stuff myself, and I've had numerous folks go through it before you did. And it's okay. It's awesome because you're taking control of your mind, thus taking control of your life. So, see you in a couple of days. Talk to you soon.